Hello and welcome to part 2 of my series where I'm doing 15 flights in just 3 days. Just arrived in Sydney from Canberra on board Virgin Australia operated by Link Airways, and I'll shortly be heading up to Brisbane on board Virgin Australia yet again, and I'll be travelling in business class on this flight. Very brief connection here, so let's go quickly check out the lounge and jump on board Virgin Australia travelling to Brisbane. The Virgin Australia Lounge at Sydney Terminal 2 is located upstairs, pretty much right next to security. There is a premium entry for access directly from the roadside drop-off area, however I don't believe this has resumed operation post-COVID as of yet. As with all Virgin Australia lounges, you can check in on the kiosks or with one of the staff at the desk. This lounge certainly isn't my favourite. The design of it does make it feel quite cramped, and it's certainly not up to the standard of Melbourne and Brisbane. There is an upstairs overflow section, but in my few visits I am yet to see this open. To make matters worse, in the lounge today was the Melbourne Storm first grade NRL team, and if you know me, you would know that I have a very strong dislike of the Melbourne Storm. At this point of the morning they were still serving breakfast in the lounge, so I grabbed myself some pancakes with maple syrup for my brief stop in the lounge. In addition to pancakes, there was some bacon and eggs, as well as the standard yogurt and breakfast cereal. The view from the lounge is somewhat obstructed by the roof of the lower levels of the terminal. I do, however, imagine that there would be some really nice views if the upper level was open. As you can see, like other Virgin Australia lounges in their network, there's plenty of comfortable seating, but the shape of the lounge really does detract from the experience, making it feel quite cramped. So after a very quick visit to the Virgin Australia Lounge, we've got the long walk all the way back to gate 44 for the flight to Brisbane. Boarding today was called on time, and it was a very long walk all the way to gate 44 at the opposite end of the terminal. Upon arrival at the gate, I found the priority line to be totally empty, and I was passed straight through and onto the aero bridge where a significant backlog of passengers had formed.
Thank you, just around to your right. Hello mate, how's it going? Good mate, good. Great, thanks Zach. Thank you mate. Welcome. Thank you mate.
Flying me up to Brisbane this morning was the oldest 737 in the Virgin Australia fleet, VHVOK. It has 8 business class seats in a standard 2-2 configuration and 168 economy seats. 5 rows of the 28 economy rows are Economy X, Virgin Australia's extra legroom product. This aircraft has featured in one of my previous videos. A link is on the screen to that video now.
Welcome back, thank you. Welcome to Business Class.
Today I was seated in seat 1A. Personally, I do prefer row 2, however, this was the only window seat left at the time I received my upgrade. Shortly after being seated, the cabin manager came around offering pre-flight drinks. Today, a choice of still water or sparkling wine. After a very long and drawn out boarding process on what was a very full flight, the doors were closed and we commenced pushback approximately 15 minutes late. We then commenced the marathon taxi all the way out to runway 34 right at the opposite end of Sydney Airport. Takeoff from 34 right was 26 minutes behind schedule at 10:26 AM, and on this beautiful clear morning at Sydney, we were treated to some magnificent views of the CBD and Sydney Harbour. Our flight today took us along the standard Sydney to Brisbane track slightly inland from the coast before commencing approach over the Gold Coast, cruising at 39,000 feet for a flight time of 1 hour and 5 minutes. The Virgin Australia business class seat features plentiful legroom, and in the seat pocket you'll find a safety card, an air sickness bag and the economy class menu, on the back of which you'll find a QR code to access the in-flight entertainment. In the armrest there is a large tray table which folds out, and this also is recently cleaned. On the side wall there is a literature pocket which is disused, and this is a remnant from the aircraft's old all-economy days. There's the standard 737 overhead panel with reading lights and air vents. Shortly after takeoff, a meal was offered. Today, a choice of peri-peri chicken burger or pumpkin and risotto salad. Today I opted for the chicken burger, which was accompanied by cheese and crackers and a small chocolate. A full bar service was also offered. Whilst this was quite tasty, the flight did depart at 10 AM, and I think more passengers would appreciate something like a morning tea or a breakfast option. Virgin Australia does offer device streaming entertainment on their 737s. It can be accessed by connecting to the Wi-Fi and scanning the QR code on the back of the economy class menu. The entertainment features a selection of movies and TV shows, as well as a moving map you can track your progress of the flight. Virgin Australia does not currently offer in-flight internet access. I paid a quick visit to the loo on this aircraft, and standard 737 economy setup. It does have the old paper towel dispenser, and from my expertise as a former aircraft cleaner, they are really hard to refill. Landing and approach today was quite scenic, as per the takeoff, over Moreton Bay, landing on Brisbane's runway 19 left at 11:33 AM, just 3 minutes behind schedule.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Thanks, see you later. Virgin Australia business class guests, as well as platinum and gold members of Velocity, can access the lounge on arrival for up to 60 minutes, although I'm not sure how this time is policed. Whilst I was a bit pressed for time this morning, I did duck into the lounge to grab myself another coffee, rather than buying one in the terminal. Okay, so we've arrived at Brisbane Airport. Of course, Virgin Australia for their gold and platinum frequent flyers. I'm not sure about business class guests, but I've got gold anyways, doesn't really matter. Do offer on arrival lounge access. Don't really have much time to jump in there, but I did think I'd jump in, grab a takeaway coffee to go. And yeah, time to go and grab my bag and head to the Brisbane Airport Hotel. After my quick visit to the lounge, I found my bag to be already on the carousel, having been delivered with priority, due to the fact I am a business class guest. I do, however, object to the fact that the handle was facing away from me, and as a former baggage handler, I can tell you it's very easy to face the handles out and makes the customer's experience just that tiny little bit better. Okay, so today I am staying at the Ibis Brisbane Airport, which is just on the other side of all the multi-storey car parks next to the domestic terminal, along with the Pullman. So I'm just figuring out how to get there. I think I have to go through the car park. I've stayed there before, but we got a taxi last time because it was pouring rain. Hotels and conference centre. pro tip, don't make the same mistake. You just follow the main walkway. For some reason I went off to the left, but there is continuing signage to the hotels over there, so I should have just walked straight down the middle. And just like that, we have made it to the hotels. Okay, so this is the room at the Ibis Brisbane Airport. Just got a queen size bed, TV, and do that, bathroom. And this is quite a basic hotel. It's just Ibis is one of the lower end decor brands. However, for one night with an early flight the next morning, I think it's more than sufficient. Of course, being a Core Gold member, I really don't know why I needed a bag for that, but that's a little bag they gave me for my bottle of water. And then I also get a drinks voucher to use downstairs. So yeah, the Ibis Brisbane Airport, right next to the control tower. Alright, so that is it for part 2 of my trip. The next part will be up next week, and we'll be flying on Rex from Brisbane all the way through to Mount Isa, stopping in Toowoomba, Charleville, Quilpie, Windera, Birdsville, Baduri, Boulia, and finally Mount Isa. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and comment what else you'd like to see me do, and we'll be back in next week's video.